Well, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to start a podcast, especially focusing on female wrestlers, because we are all asked like the same 5 questions or 10 questions, and it's fucking painful. And the listeners, they must be bored to tears.
I don't know. I don't know if they even listen to other people's podcasts. Like, you've done an interview with a wrestling gal. Her name's Ella J.
Yes.
Ella Jackson. And she was like, when I did her interview, she goes, I already researched you and I heard that you hate doing podcasts because it's the same damn questions. And we ended up becoming best friends. She like converts our show, God TV, to podcast form. Yeah, so she's part of the Team GAW. She's a lovely girl. Lovely.
Isn't she a beautiful human being?
Beautiful. And she's also speaking up for all the female talent out there that is not on the big main stage and comes from the indie scene and getting them a little exposure and like, you know, it's nice what she's doing.
Yeah, and I thought, especially because she's a fan, she hasn't actually been in the business, I thought all the questions she had asked me were genius. Like, they were out of the box, and she had to really think about it. It wasn't like she looked at my wiki 5 minutes before she had me on. I thought she was wonderful.
Did your old wiki? Yeah. You're like, and some of that stuff, you're like, I don't remember doing that. Well, it says on your Wikipedia, and I'm like, I don't think that's true. I don't remember doing that.
I know.
And I don't go through it like they're like, well, you can change it. I'm not going to go into Wikipedia.
I don't know how to do that.
I can barely do this. The Zoom chat, like this Zoom thing, because we do our interviews on Zoom.
Yeah.
It's tedious. It's like, I'm not computer savvy, which I thought we were, like being, you know, we're not that old, but it's a lot. I mean, thank God you have someone that produces it and transfers it for you.
I'd be lost. Otherwise, honestly,
SoCal Val does ours. SoCal Val.
Does she?
And that's a lot of work. So she's like working on poor thing. But
you have to love it. Yeah, that's it. That's the difference. If you love it, it's no thing.
No, I don't love. I'm so bad at it. You know what I mean?
Me too.
Yeah. Are you in your house? Are you in the? I love the backdrop. Like
thank
the
you.
wall.
Yes, this is my house, and I love your kitchen. All your matchy red.
Oh, okay. That's because of ODB.
Oh, is it?
I used to have I just had a black microwave and then like just mostly all white. I really like contemporary, very modern stuff. And she goes, your background looks so freaking plain. And I was like, oh, she goes, you should add, since you have a little bit of red accents, you should add more red. So I went to go get a red microwave. I got the red freaking toaster, the tea kettle, And I was like, thanks, Jess. You just made me spend more money. Yeah, but you made me spend money, which I'm like, very frugal and I'm a big time saver because you never know.
You never know. So speaking of
life after wrestling too, right?
Well, that's it. Like, okay, so you were in the business, what, 20 years? Like, give or take?
Yeah.
How is life after wrestling treating you?
But, you know, okay, I still feel like a part of it. So, you know, when you have a podcast, you're still kind of involved in wrestling. Not totally into wrestling. You know, I'm retired. I won't get in the ring anymore unless, you know, like that Royal Rumble. It's WWE. It was a big platform, and I was like, you know, they paid very well.
Good.
You know, and it's. I'm not saying hundreds of $1,000s or anything like that. It was more than what making like on guest appearances on indie shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this COVID thing, you know, Mickey and SoCal Val were talking about this. I think Mickey James were supposed to do the GAW TV. They were talking about it with Alicia Fox.
Oh.
And Alicia Fox is like kind of like not really, kind of has a private life, kind of, you know, she's just like wants to be the back burner. Yep. And then she reached out to SoCal Val, and then my name came up, and they reached out, and they're like, do you want to be a part of the show? And I'm like, yeah, okay, when are we starting? They're like, are you serious? Do you want to hear what it's about? And I go, no, if I get to talk to my friends on freaking video chat. And be and the fly on the wall, right?
Yeah.
And then also, don't you feel too, Chantel, like this is more unique because they're in our home.
Yes, it's true.
You know what I mean?
It's the most
in our comfort
intimate look.
Yeah. I might wear something really nice up here, but I'm in my shorts and freaking tennis shoes and my pajamas. You know what I mean? And drinking some wine.
Yep. Oh, that a girl.
Look at how full I feel. I wanted to throw away the bottle.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go with that.
That is my wine rack. Do you see any wine up there? Nope.
No, true. Okay, fair.
I know. I need to go to CVS or yeah. Oh my God, it's so great. I'm honestly, like, I was telling you how many, like, my emails are just bombarded with, like, podcasts, and I'm like, I can't. Our show takes so much energy, and you want to keep peppiness for your own show, right? Yep. And of course, like we were talking about, like, they ask the same damn questions over and over again, right? And I was like, when you reached out, I go, oh yeah, I'll do it. What day? And you're like, oh, last minute. Can you do it tomorrow? Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I know, you're the best. You're such an angel. But I would do the same thing for you. And I hope in the future you guys will have me on, because I'd love.
Absolutely. I just told the girls. I said I'm doing an interview with Chantel Taylor Wilde, and they were like, oh, we need to have her on our show.
Yes.
So,
okay, yay! So much I want to talk to you guys about as well, because I miss you all. It's been so long.
I know. The only good thing about doing guest appearances live is like a little bit of reunion, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And now, how do you like podcast life? Because this is totally different than.
I actually enjoy. If I get to stay home, okay. Yeah. Do you remember how, like, extrovert I was? I think I'm still an extrovert. Don't get me wrong, but like how, like, a social butterfly I was, like always. just always uppity. I'm such a homebody. There was like 3 days I didn't even go outside my apartment.
Really?
Yeah. And my neighbors, like the homeless people outside, because I live downtown San Diego.
Okay.
Were like, I haven't seen you in a while. I go, oh yeah, I'm just this COVID thing. I really appreciate being home with my 2 dogs.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you watched Social Dilemma, but have you seen that movie?
A little bit, yeah. I haven't seen the whole thing.
I'm
afraid.
I just talked to Eric Cannon yesterday, and how it messed up our head, how addicting social media is. So we have a rule, no phone after 5, and on weekends, it's family time. You know,
really?
I'll occasionally I might post something that I have for sale in my store or something like that, you know, my merch and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'll just check the phone. Okay, my dad's okay. I haven't got anything from my brothers, but it's phones away.
Wow, good for you.
Watch that whole thing. I know, because it's addicting.
I know.
And we all fall for it. And those people that did the Social Dilemma and came up with the algorithms to get you addicted to it fell victim to their own plot.
Really?
They were like, I used to leave the phone in the bathroom, not by my nightstand. Now I moved it to my night. They even fell victim to it.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. It's a good movie. I always highly recommend it, especially to teenagers.
Yeah. Change them, because they're so impressionable. Like, I'm so, girl, how thankful are you that we grew up in a generation where we didn't document everything?
Yeah, we had MySpace.
Yeah, like, big deal. But you had a digital camera. It wasn't, you'd have to upload it, and, like, it took work.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh my God. Yeah, we are very lucky, but at the same time, like, if we did have the social media platform, we would have made a little bit more money and able to promote our own business, like ourselves, because I think the fans don't know we are self-promoters.
Yeah.
We don't have someone pimping us out anymore. No. Not when you're in the company anymore. And when you're off on your off days, like from the road, we're still going, hey, for bookings, for signings, please contact this, you know, and it's, I think they think we're living like driving Rolls Royce and Mercedeses, and do you know what I mean? And they don't realize we're still struggling day to day to make a living.
For sure.
And a lot of us. We're normal
humans. Yeah. Well, and that's like me, you know, I left wrestling because I thought, there's so many things. I was burnt out, but I was afraid for my future. Like, you know, you don't work, you don't get paid. Depends on your company, but like TNA back in the day, there was no salary contract when I was there. You don't work, you don't get paid. And I'd been doing it since I was 18 years old. And God. I was burnt out, and I thought, that's it. I need to go get a career. And then I took 10 years off. I became a mom. And now I'm back in wrestling, but I feel like I'm loving it because I have a full-time job. If wrestling was my be-all, end-all again, I don't think I'd have the same passion. Thank you. Yeah.
No, yeah, exactly. Like, you want to go back when you want to go back.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? And on your own terms, instead of going, okay, you're booked from Friday to Saturday. Oh, who am I wrestling? I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't really have it down. And so you're sitting backstage going, well, I'm not working. And I'm like, I have to be here, but I'm not being productive.
And it's soul destroying.
It sucks your will to live. Like, you're just so, it's boring To be, I mean, we don't get to see it live on the side of the stage and stuff like that. Sometimes you can sneak through the curtains, but we're watching it on a monitor.
Yeah.
Might as well be home.
Exactly.
Watching it on TV.
Yes.
Yeah. But I'm so glad that you left on your own terms, like going, like when I asked for my release from WWE, I had 2 more years. And I told them basically, I said, I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. And I was in my 40s, dude.
But it's true.
And you start being concerned. You're like, wow, my body is not the same. I'm not recovering. I'm just a walking, I'm scared to like, I'm one of those people I'm not on my phone when I walk because I'm like scared to trip and then I freaking tear my knee or something.
I get it.
Stupid.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's crazy though, but it's just, you start, like, this is what the girls like were asking me, is there any advice you would give me? And I always say, save your money.
Yeah.
Save your money, and then after you wear your wrestling gear, put it in a sandwich baggie, suck the air out, write the date when you wore it so you could Google it, and you could sell all your gear later. Because I'm like, when did you wear that gear? I don't remember.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, but I did wear it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's somewhere. You're going to have to Google it. I don't know how to Google myself. I don't want to Google myself anyways. Like,
oh, it's scary. Don't do it.
Isn't it?
I don't like it.
You're like, oh God, where'd this picture come from? Oh, yeah. And we're so self-critical. We're so, and they forget that we're insecure too. You know, like having, like, we're not allowed to get gray hair, wrinkles, and and gain weight, and it's just, the guys look really dapper and like when they have more scars on their forehead, and that we're not allowed to age, and like I don't have like hair extensions. I don't do my nails anymore. And when I went back to the Rumble, I had to call Mickey and Val, and they called me. She goes, "Oh yeah, you're definitely doing it, right?" I go, I'm not Victoria anymore. I don't have my hair extensions. I don't have the red streak. I haven't had Botox. I haven't had filler. I'm just enjoying just waking up with no makeup. And just in a muumuu and just not having to be sexy looking.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you're like, it's just, it was a lot of pressure.
So much pressure. I felt that too. And I did it for a fraction of the time you did it. And you look stunning, may I just say. You really do. You know what? But I think you must feel happy. You must feel the pressure takes years off of you.
It's not having to live up to everybody's expectations, I think. You know what I mean? And you're always going to let there's going to be fans that's going to bash you on social media. Why the hell are you going to follow me? If you're going to bash me, why are you even interested in my life? You know what I mean? Like someone said, I did, for 4th of July, I didn't do a photo shoot. David, my boyfriend, took pictures of me in front of my closet. Because I live in a loft because I don't have any white walls. It's a loft. It's all windows.
Right.
And so I don't have a 1-bedroom, And so we just set up the ring light, and he took pictures of me. And I said, I'm not doing a 2-piece. I'm 50 years old. I'll do a 1-piece. And some guy made a comment, wow, your boobs are down to your butt. And I'm like, I mean, not to your butt, to your tummy. Yeah. And I'm like, actually, it's not. It's not. I had enhancements. There's thank you, doctor. But I was wearing a 1-piece that doesn't have a I need a freaking push up back in the day with our old bras that we would tape it to make it have more cleavage. Yeah. And I'm like, actually, no. I go, and I was like, why are you even making a comment to put me down? And they want to get a rise out of you. Yeah. You know what I mean? And, it just, you can't feed the fuel. Like, you're fueling the fire of like they just want to just misery and joy's company.
That's it. And the thing is, they're looking at you. Like, they're spending the time to look at you and make a comment, and they don't actually mean it. They feel that way about themselves. Like, when people say horrible things, it's like a self-admission. It's you almost feel for them. Like, at first you're like, fuck you, but then
yeah. But you're like, oh God, what's this guy going through, or what's this girl going through at home that they have to lash out at me, and it's all, and also it's the safety behind the computer. Yeah. If they came up to you, do you think they'll say, oh, you've gained weight or something like that to your face? Yeah. No, they would never say that. But it's a safety net behind the computer. Yeah. We don't know who they are.
So you mentioned your boyfriend. Now, was this gentleman in your life in wrestling or after wrestling?
Not at all. Okay. Oh, you're going to die about this. Okay. So I was on the dating apps.
Okay. Oh God, how did that go? How many people recognized you?
Horrible.
That's my biggest
No,
fear.
A few people did, but I didn't post any wrestling pictures.
No.
I did selfies.
Yes, but you have a
my
face,
kitchen.
a recognizable face.
But I would try to look a little like not as much makeup and more.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Just look
Yeah.
a little, not so. A lot of work done or something like that. I just wanted to look a little bit more mainstream.
Natural.
I don't know how to describe it.
I got you.
It was awful, but I went on dates and there were some people that did. I knew who you were when I was talking to you, and I'm like, oh man, you just ruined this.
Yeah.
Kind of started off the date with a lie. And I came across, you know how like, I hate, this is funny, we always make like, why suggest people you know on Facebook? I don't care. I don't know these people actually. And actually his face came up, okay? And I clicked on it and I went, wow, he's really handsome. And I was just not, I wasn't, sounds like I'm trolling. I'm just like scoping out. I feel like a dude when I talk about this. But then I was like, he was like, hey guys, it's Rosh Hashanah and I'm Jewish too.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And I was like, I made a comment, happy Rosh Hashanah. That was it. And he ended up DMing me and we started chit chatting. What do you do for a living? And I usually tell people I work for Comic-Con, which is not a lie.
Perfect.
I do signings.
Yep.
I sign, I could be a volunteer.
Totally.
Or people that bring people water and stuff, or or just set up the tables.
Yep.
But I felt like I wasn't truly lying. But we started talking. We talked on the phone for 4 hours, and I don't like to talk on the phone.
Wow.
I don't like to chit chat on the phone.
I don't like talking on the phone.
I like FaceTiming or Zooming with my friends, because you can read off each other's face. We talked, and he's like, hey, would you like to go have coffee or something? And I was like, oh, I'd love that. And so thought I was going to be catfished by the guy. I was like, there's no way he's this handsome, right? And he was outside, and I was like, can I come up to your door? Do you want me to come to? I got, no, I don't want him. I was in like in a college area, so there was a couple houses. I didn't want him to know exactly where I
Fair
live.
enough. Yeah.
Just to be safe, right?
Yeah.
And so I come out there. He has the door open. We go, and he's like, he goes, actually, do you want to go have sushi? He goes, instead of coffee, are you hungry? I go, actually, I can eat. And I go, I know a great place that has happy hour, and it's half off drinks, half off sushi.
Beautiful.
And he was like, he's never been on a date where people like said, there's this place that's really cheap. Because what if the date doesn't do well? I'm not going to go for steak and lobster.
Yeah.
I'm not that kind of girl. I'd rather go out for hot dogs.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
And for example, he's not a wrestling fan. He was just like, when I told him what I did, he's like, I'm so sorry. I never watched it.
Is it
and
not
I'm like,
relieving?
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
It was really, I was like, oh, thank God. I go, I wouldn't went on a date with you. I'll be honest with you. If you knew too much about wrestling, I would feel like I'm doing a podcast.
100%. It turns into a job interview.
Yeah. And so he came on, okay, we've been dating on September 20th. He's super romantic.
Aww.
He's like, oh, September 20th is our 3-year anniversary. I go, oh, it is? He goes, do you not remember the date? I go, see, I'm not the flowers and candy kind of gal. I'm more, I'm a different love language sign. Like, I'm more like, hey, if you do the dishes, oh my God, I love you. Like, if you mop the floor, I'm more, they need
action.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I brought him on the Jericho cruise. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Yeah. And so he was so nervous because it's all wrestling fans, and he didn't know anybody. He knew Chavo. He knew like my close friends.
Yeah.
And he was going. We were walking like this cruise. I highly recommend it. It's such an experience. I mean, even as a wrestler, you don't get really. They're nervous to interrupt you. Like
respectful.
Yeah, very respectful. And we were walking down the hall, and David was like, "There's that guy, that the older gentleman you always talk about, that guy that." And I'm like, "Oh, that's Ric Flair." I go, "That's Ric Flair. He's known as the Nature Boy." That's how clueless he is.
Oh,
he knows The Rock and like the big or the whole Hogan, because of movies and stuff like that. But I had to like pull him to the side, like.
Oh.
Because he was like going, I don't know who this is. I don't know, that kind of stuff.
What a sweetheart.
Isn't that sweet? But at the same time, it's a double-edged sword because you'll see me, like, I'll repost a poster, like, I'm doing a signing at this thing. He goes, oh, are they nice? Are they nice people? Or do you not, like, get along? He would always ask, are they nice? Would I get along with them? And I'm like, oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Aww.
You know what I mean? So it's almost like you have to smarten them up too much.
Yeah.
So it's time consuming. And then like when I'm home, I don't want to talk about wrestling.
Yeah, fair enough.
I just did my appearance. I go, no, I go, he goes, how was it? And I go, great.
That's it.
I go, it was really nice to mingle with the fans. Boop.
Close the
I'm
box.
home.
Yeah. I love that.
Okay,
That's
I have
so
to do
healthy.
laundry.
Yeah. I'm not. I get that. But that's true though, because it is exhausting because you're always on when you're in the wrestling world.
Not even like 8-minute match or a 5-minute match or a 15-minute match. You're on. And I get people asking me like, what do I put for your hours for the Comic-Con? I go, I actually don't take a break. I go, I bring my food to my table. I'm so scared to miss that one little kid and said, oh, she's gone. She left. You know what I mean? You don't want to break that person's heart, right? And I'm like, but being on for 9 o'clock to 5, like that's a job.
I think that's a really interesting point that maybe people that are listening to the podcast don't know about wrestlers is whether you're at a signing at a Comic-Con or you're backstage at Impact or WWE or an indie show even, really, depending on where you are. The whole time, like your call time's at noon, you're not done till 11, you're on because you're talking to managers, you're talking to agents. Like, it is exhausting.
It's exhausting. And you don't want, and then also too, we don't bring our personal life to work with us. So we have a bad day, which we quite frequently, you go with a smile on your face because you don't want them to go, oh, she's not in the right mindset to have a match.
Yeah.
Okay, she's having a bad day. You just go on and you're chipper and, even there's a lot of downtime, which is exhausting. You don't want to sit, you get too tired, like sitting around. So you're just kind of mingling with everybody and then going over your match. Hey, what story are we telling in this match? I mean, there's a lot, getting your makeup done, freaking your wrestling gear, and the tanning, and just like especially in Orlando, like we were sweating so much
constantly.
You get your makeup done so early, you're just like, by the time the show starts, I'm like, oh, I just look like I had a match already.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just a lot of pressure. Yeah, it's hard work. Very hard work. And it's just a lot of sacrifice and being away from your family, like on certain things, you're like, oh my God, I'm missing my anniversary. Like, you're missing so many things in your life.
Real things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
real
hard.
things and family stuff. Yeah.
Okay, I want to switch gears. So every episode, I like to do 10 tailor-made questions. It's like a speed round, but don't feel rushed in your answers, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
I am.
Okay. Name one beauty product you cannot live without.
Oh my gosh. Oh God, that's a hard one. Are you serious?
Just one.
My beauty product, like including makeup?
Anything. Like
my eyebrows. I can't, like getting old. I used to have great eyebrows younger. Now I have to paint them in. They don't tell you when you get old that they get thinner.
Really? They've gotten all sparse? Because I always thought you had your eyebrows are amazing.
No, this is all, like, there's some hair in there, but it's mostly painted, and I feel naked, like, out in public. I go, let me just do my eyebrows. I don't look the same. Yeah. I guess that.
Yep, fair. Okay, eyebrow pencil. What is your favorite exercise?
I haven't worked out in 5 years.
Good for you. So
you've
been on a break.
Yeah, I'm enjoying life, and I don't diet anymore. I'm a foodie. Like Melina and I, that's all we talk about is food.
Really?
We want to do like travel and just go to different restaurants and that kind of stuff. But my favorite exercise, okay, you're gonna laugh. I have a Jetson Pro electric bike from Costco for $2.99.
Nice.
And then ODB was saying, well, at least you guys are getting out on your bikes like quite often. I go, oh, did you not hear it? It's an electric bike. Yeah, but my favorite exercise back in the day was lat pull downs because my back was the first thing that developed, and I had a really bad back to make my waist look small. Mm-hmm. The wider the back, you look a little tapered. But I like back
Good
bikes.
for you for taking that time. You need it. Oh my gosh, you need it.
I need to get. I'll be honest with you. I need to get back into it though, Chantal. I was like, I'm blown up, freaking putting my tights on, like my Lululemon pants on. Like I pull it on, and I'm like, and David goes, well, let's go take a walk, and I'm like, oh, no, I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm just like, yeah, I became, my friend Colleen calls me the laziest athlete she knows.
Fair enough. But,
Yeah.
balance. Okay, so you took the time off. Now you're flirting with the idea of getting back into it. Fair.
Yes, I have to, yeah. Yeah.
What is your biggest pet peeve?
I have actually said this before. I don't even know if it's ever been recorded, but when I'm at an appearance, I think when people are like trying to be romantic and they kiss your hand.
Ew, no.
Okay, kiss your own hand. You feel spit, the inner spit of your lip,
Oh, yeah.
and you're like, and I have no filter. Like I try not to be rude, but when they start doing that, I go, oh,
Oh,
no,
fair.
no, I go, I can't. I go, no, it grosses me out. I don't. Isn't that weird? I think they're trying to be like, suave and try to like be, of course my family members, that's completely different, or my
Right.
boyfriend. Yeah, but not a stranger. I don't like to feel the,
That's fair.
okay. Isn't that weird? I know.
It's
a
not
weird
weird.
thing.
I get it. Like
Yeah.
you know what I get funny about is when fans ask if you will put them in a headlock, and it's probably so innocent, but in my head I instantly think you want your head on my breast. That's what I
Boobs,
think.
boobs.
Yeah.
That's what Ric Flair always says, put me in a headlock, Victoria.
See?
And
Yeah.
it's like, I knew what, but that's Ric Flair. I'm like,
Yeah,
going,
yeah.
oh, you pervert, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'll put him in a headlock, but in front of my face. So my head's like here. And then now my new pose is choking because I'm too scared of having the breath because of COVID and stuff like
COVID,
that.
yeah.
I'm just super freaked out now.
Yeah. Actually, COVID's fixed a lot of stranger danger stuff for us. We don't have to explain as much. You're just like, no, my space, your space. Thank you.
Exactly. And then when I do pictures, like, can I take your mask off? I go, yeah, just don't look at my way. Sounds so rude. I do say, just, we're going to both hold our breath on this picture. And then it's just protecting each other. My dad's in
Absolutely.
his 80s. I'm not going to bring back something to my family. You know what I
Nope.
mean?
I think
I'm
that's
not worried.
fair.
I'm not worried about myself.
Yeah.
I don't care if I care. if
You're
I get sick, but
healthy.
I'm not concerned about myself.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Who is your celebrity crush?
Oh, John Travolta. And
Oh.
yeah. And if you want me to send you a picture, like if your producer wants to put it up here, I have a great picture of John Travolta. I got to meet him at Comic-Con.
Did you die?
Wizard,
Did you
I
die?
think I was so, be cool, Lisa, be cool, be cool. And I was so scared to meet him because I'm like, oh my God, what if he's mean and he's like not a nice person and it's going to ruin it? Like never
yeah.
meet your heroes or your
Totally.
right?
Yeah.
The nicest guy ever. Nicest guy ever. Oh my God. And I was
Lovely.
like, I love him. Yeah. And he had a shaved head. He still looks beautiful.
Please send me
Yeah,
that
so
photo.
John Travolta. I will. I have it on my phone. Remind me, text me after.
Okay,
Say,
okay.
Lisa, don't forget that photo.
Okay. What is your favorite band or artist?
Oh, my band and artist. God, that's a freaking tough one. Are you serious? I think I have different levels. Like my favorite techno is GTA, Good Times Ahead.
Oh.
I listen to 80s.
80s
In my
yes,
car.
girl.
Yeah,
There's
80s
nothing wrong
rock,
with 80s.
classic, and like Styx and like Queen and
Nice.
I'm very old school. Yeah.
I like
yeah.
it.
And I like old school rap too, like Run DMC and that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I don't know if I have a favorite.
But you have genres that you enjoy, and like you said,
Yeah,
different
and Duran
levels.
Duran, I had it plastered all over
Did
my
you?
walls. Yeah, I was a big time Simon Le Bon fan. Like there was no empty space in my room, even on my ceiling. Duran Duran.
My producer Rochelle will love that because she was huge Duran Duran, Depeche Mode. I love Depeche Mode.
Okay, so how old's your producer? If you don't mind me asking.
No, she's around your age. Your age, yep.
Oh,
yep.
okay. See, so she has the same generation. And
Yeah.
See, I like Depeche Mode, the Cult, and like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, same. Okay, wow.
Do you have a secret vice like drinking a glass of wine in the shower?
Is that an example, like drinking?
Yeah, that's
oh,
my
God.
vice.
God, what's your vice? Maybe it'll trigger something.
Well, I have drank wine in the shower.
I have too. That's nothing.
No, that's
I'm
like
I'm a
that's
big
a
bath
Tuesday.
person, so I'm a.
you?
Yeah, that's my Lisa time. I like have my wine, even though I don't hardly drink it because I'm shaving or
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
right. Yeah, I go, why did I even bring this wine with me? Because I'm doing other stuff in here, right? What's my vice?
I'm trying to think. I'm pretty. See, I don't think I have any I don't think I have vices, but then probably when I talk to people, they're like, oh, that's, it's kind of odd. I've ventured back into an old vice, which is incense. Like burning incense while I'm working, and as soon as I wake up.
Okay, I burn candles. I light a green and a white one. Green is for prosperity, and then the white, Mickey, I'm going to send you this other thing you can also put up there. It's what every color of the candle means. And you don't have to spend like $15 a candle. I go to the Dollar Tree or the super discount store, and then they're $1, right?
Yeah.
And I light them, and you have to say stuff out loud positive.
Yeah.
And I'm into crystals, so when I live in San Diego, so when we go to the beach, David goes, don't forget to bring your crystals because we have to put it in the salt water and cleanse it and say something positive. And then like when people are like, oh, that's like my necklace too.
Yeah.
Like, it's supposed to be with my brother's neighbor. Yeah.
I've got my citrine.
Okay, but this one has copper in the back. It's supposed to be for your chakra.
Oh, wow, beautiful.
My brother's neighbor is Hindi, and he had me do the test. I should be making money off this, by the way, but I don't. He had me stand up without the necklace and push my arms down, and I was like, he goes, well, fight me. I go, I ain't fighting you. I don't work out anymore. And then he put the necklace on.
Yeah.
Tried to push my arms down, and it went like just a little bit. And I was like, okay, do it again. And so I ended up ordering this. I'll send you the link. It's on Amazon.
Yeah.
$25, and I have it. I'm so into crystals, candles, all that freaking.
I've got my sage here. Yeah.
So do I. Let me show you mine. Hold on.
Please.
It's right here. Hold on, Chantal. Oh, wait.
Oh, that's your...
shoot, my...
Okay, looks like
I don't know where my smudger is, but it's in the bowl yeah.
We're on the same level. Witchy shit.
Tori Wilson is super... She got me obsessed with this kind of stuff, and then Mickey James is also into it. And
okay, so we need to have an episode for both of our podcasts about all the witchy new age shit that we're all into, because we bring different levels.
I'm going to suggest that when you come on our show, let's talk about, like, we won't talk about too much about wrestling. We'll just we might just ask, remember this time? That's it. But I prefer not just talking about personal stuff that people don't know about.
Same,
right?
Yeah, that's the deal. Okay, well, good. Yes, Wow. What wrestler has the best entrance music? And you can say your own, because yours was fucking amazing.
I really do like mine.
Yours is great.
It's not my favorite, but dang, Melina's is really awesome because of splits and stuff like that. I was so envious that she can do that. But
I know.
Like I always liked Batista's. Like
Batista's good.
Boom, and it would go. You know what I mean? I don't.
That's a good.
Who's your favorite? I'm sorry. I'm curious.
No, that's a good one.
It's a lot of entrances.
There's so many.
Bray Wyatt when he was with that. Remember?
Ric Flair, Mysterio. Probably my two, like, when
Booyaka,
he pops.
619, yes.
That was so iconic.
Oh, you know what? That might be my favorite, too.
Yeah?
I forgot he popped out from the bottom.
And so catchy.
God. I was always so jealous of people that had pyro. How the fuck do you get pyro? I'm like, I remember Trish couldn't make it to a show, and they're like, hey, Lisa, or Victoria, I don't know what they call them. We don't call each other by our real names, right?
Yeah.
Hey, we got extra pyro. Would you like it? And I go, yeah, hold on. I have a friend out there. Let me give him my phone. They have to film this. They have to freaking film this. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was just, psh, but still.
I imagine.
I marked out.
Yeah.
Big time.
I'm going to ask if I can have pyro.
Yeah.
What is your drink of choice?
Oh, I'm a Cabernet kind of girl. I'm on the kick of Chianti now, just because it's dry, extra dry than Cabernet. And, we always go through these stages when we get older, too. Yeah. It's like, now, like, they're like, ooh, God, how can you drink this? And I go, oh, you wait till you're 50.
Yeah.
Your drink taste, you're not going to be able to do Fireball and kamikazes and stuff like that. What is your drink of choice?
I'm a red wine. I like all the California blends, really easy drinking, like Merlots. And then like I'll mix it up with some VQA, like ciders, like local Ontario. But
Okay.
you know what? The drinking is really muted these days. Like a drink or two in the evening. I try to not drink as much. Like,
Yeah, we tend to like because of we drink on our show, you know,
Yes.
because part of our the entrance at the beginning is what you're wearing, what you're drinking.
Yeah.
And so now this is terrible. Now every time I do a podcast or an interview, I'm like, oh shoot, I got to get some wine. Now I'm programmed to like.
I did the wrestling
drink.
perspective with Petey Williams and Lars Fredrickson and I can't remember the other dude, but like it was late. It was like 10:30 at night, and I was like, the only way I'm staying up is if I'm drinking. So chugging beers. No one else is drinking.
Okay, girl, I had to go to my sister-in-law's birthday last night.
Yeah.
And get to my brother's house, and he's power washing the cement and all of his stuff in the backyard. And I go, hey, you told me to pick up David and come straight here. Are we going out to dinner?
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, yeah, we have to finish this and stuff like that. I go, and I'm like, we left at 7:30, and I go, hey, guys, we're in bed at 7:45. And I fall asleep by 8:30. I
Good for
have
you.
changed, girl.
Wow.
And I wake up early, and David was like at dinner last night. He goes, it's 10 o'clock. I go, oh my God. I go, I have an interview, guys. Of course, I exaggerated, said it was 8 o'clock. I said
Fair.
it was 8.
Yeah.
And he goes, but it's at noon. And I go, yeah, but do you think I wake up with this makeup on? I go, and to get peppy and like with the coffee, it takes me a while. I had to take a bath and, you know, like, yeah, you know, but
get it.
I'm old. I'm like, I can't believe you did a 10 o'clock interview.
It was hard.
That's late.
I complained the whole time, like leading up to it. But it was the thing. Everyone was on different time zones, and when that happens, it gets really tricky.
Yeah, it's so hard. And you know, SoCal Val lives in England.
Right.
8
so there's
hours
5
ahead.
hour. Oh my God.
8. It's 8.
Jesus.
But she's a late nighter. She doesn't.
Okay.
One of those people that don't.
She doesn't
they
need
don't-
sleep.
Yeah, I mean she does, but she always complains about it. But she doesn't sleep. Her mind doesn't shut
Okay.
off. One of those kind
Fair.
of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. God bless her. To be young again.
I
You're
don't
the same
think
age, I think, are like
I
near her
think
age,
so.
right?
Yeah, I think so. I am
Okay.
35. She's around that.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure we're around the same age.
Yeah, totally. Okay.
What was your most embarrassing moment in the ring?
Oh my God.
Wardrobe malfunction.
There's so many.
botch. Is there
There's so
anything
many.
that still keeps you up at night?
Okay, I have one.
Okay.
And it wasn't on TV. I got food poisoning. Okay. And I called Howard Finkel. I'm like, hey, I need to get to the show. The flight got canceled. Something happened. I ended up driving, and it was like 7 hours to the show. 8, I don't know, maybe 10 hours or something. And they got me a rental car, and which was, God bless them, right?
Yeah.
And drove there. I had to pull over, sleep for 15 minutes because you know when you're like sick.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And you're just like, and you're driving. You're just like, I'm going to kill myself, right? And I was so pissed off, like driving there. I go, are you kidding me? There's 4 girls on the show. They could do one of them could be a manager, and they could say, Lisa, stay home. And of course I go because you don't want to let anybody down. You know, you're just like going, you can't just say, hey, I'm sick, I'm staying home. You just don't do that, right? Not in our generation.
No.
And the show must go on, right?
Yep.
I get there, and then I remember like Triple H and like everybody was like going, like you know, because I was like, oh, my stomach. I was like, oh, like throwing up, just both ends. I know it's very classy and glamorous, but
I get
we
it.
did a match, and all I said, I go, it was a tag match. And I was like, I'll start, and I go, I don't think I can bump. I was like, that kind of stuff. But I was like, I still bumped, you know me. I was like,
I know you. What a fucking trooper.
you get your, oh God, that was the most embarrassing. Like no one knew, like in the fans world. But to come
sometimes that's even
backstage, you're like,
worse.
you know, getting it from the boys is more embarrassing.
Yeah.
Because they know if they're like, oh, she's shitting and vomiting. And had.
Because that's not what they do all the time.
I know. So that was the most embarrassing. I think, God, there's so many more, but I just can't think of anything. But that's the one that was like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Where can our listeners find you on the internet? What is your Twitter, Instagram?
Real Lisa-Marie is my Twitter and Instagram. My Facebook, I believe, is Lisa-Marie Varon.
Okay.
Okay, there's a couple fake ones, so just make sure.
course.
I don't allow cursing on mine, so that's probably the one you're going to follow.
Cool.
And just tune into our YouTube show, God TV Show, youtube.com/God TV Show with Mickey James, myself, and SoCal Val. And you don't have to, honestly, you don't have to follow me, but just follow God TV. You know, we're a team now, and, try just to have fun and just make it work, Yeah.
Okay, last question. Finish this lyric. All I ever wanted, all I ever needed is here in
my life.
Yay!
Is that right? Yeah.
In my arms, words are very
unnecessary.
Yes, girl.
God, oh wow, it's so hard to do these, like on the spot, isn't it?
Oh yeah. It hurts. Like,
Yeah.
if that song came on the radio, I bet you'd know every single song, every single
I know.
word.
Yeah.
Put you on
And
the
then when
spot.
we're driving in the car, like, have you seen The Heartbreak Kid?
Yes.
Do you remember the scene where she's singing and Ben Stiller is like going, "Can we turn off the music?" And she's singing that's me. And like David's like going, "Do you know every lyric?" And I go, "No, I don't know the bands. Like, I'm not good at knowing like celebrity names and the bands who sing it." He's more like, "Oh, you know who this is?" No, I just know the song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know how to
sing it like I mean it.
That's it. That is it. But that's
Thank you
one of my
so
favorite
much.
movies. Oh my
Is
God,
it?
thank you.
This is so fun.
I just told my friend to watch it last night because I just saw on Netflix, I go, "Oh my God, The Heartbreak Kid's on." And she goes, "I've never seen that." I go,
It's
and
a
I
good
texted
one.
Velvet Sky. I said, "There's a friend of mine that's never seen The Heartbreak Kid." She goes, "Did you tell her to stop what she's doing and watch it?" And she goes, "Can you text me to see what she says about the movie?" I go, "Oh God, it's brilliant."
It's going to change her life.
It is. It's life changing. I'm so honored that you had me on the show.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm honored that you do my show. I miss you. I love you.
I miss you. Are you having bookings like coming up?
I'm back on Impact, girl.
Okay. Are you doing signings and stuff like that too?
I haven't started yet because all of the COVID craziness in Canada, we've been locked down. So we're just
still?
we're not under lockdown anymore, and they just passed a law that if you are fully vaccinated and you're an essential worker, which I am now, when I come home, I don't have to quarantine. So that changes everything.
Hold
for
on a
me
minute.
now.
So wrestling is considered an essential worker? Get the F out. That is freaking awesome.
Thank you, Donald Trump. The only good thing he did before he was booted out.
I did not even know that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So you got fully vaccinated?
Yeah. Because
Did you get Pfizer or Moderna?
I got Pfizer.
Yeah, so did I. Did you get sick?
Not at all. Did you?
I didn't either.
It was a great
Nope.
experience. No problems.
And then I have a video too. Like, it was such a great experience, Chantel. I walk. Okay, so I got the shot. I said, "Can I film you?" And filmed it. And then we go through this velvet ropes, and all these people with pom poms. The nurses, "Yay! You got vaccinated! You got vaccinated!" I go, "Oh my God! This is like a party." They're playing '80s music.
No way.
Super loud. So one line was Pfizer, one was Moderna. And it was so freaking awesome.
That's amazing.
I'll send you that video too.
Please do. Okay.